Hello YouTube, Conspiracy Boy here with a mighty massive Carboot haul video. When 3 Carboot sales today, 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, found a load of tap. So we'll just dive straight in. Bought this massive transformer fella here, don't know his name, looks like it's a more modern one, it's not one of the old ones. He was £10 but he was really big and chunky, and they also had this fella who when I bought him was all transformed and had his head out the top and his arms and all this sort of stuff, but then you transformed him into this sort of controller and I think he looks cooler like that, so he's like that. They wanted £2 for him. That guy I've bought stuff off before. He knows his stuff with Transformers, so you never get things dirt cheap, but at a fair price. Bought Aladdin's lamp for 20p. The genie wasn't included. Rip off. Bought all these packs of protectors for my Pokemon cards for when we're playing with the decks. I asked her how much a pack was because it was a trader, and she said you can have all the packs for £1. So I was like, well, that's a bargain. We'll have all that. What else did we get? Well, this young fella had a box of Transformers. Most of them were a bit more modern, but he did have some older ones. So this was the more modern one. Some Decepticon T-Rex looking dinosaur with a sword. Yeah, I don't understand either. And then the rest were more sort of G1. There was this one which I've had before. Forget what he's all about. This guy, which is a jet, which I think I've got the body but never had the wings for him before. Actually looks a lot cooler with the wings, I have to admit. There's this bizarre looking fella. I don't know what the deal is with him, but he's got metal legs and I think he's probably one of the earlier ones. And this fella, who when he was in CAD mode I thought was G1 Optimus Prime, but I don't know what type he is now. Power Master Optimus Prime is it? I'm not sure, but you can move that front in. So we got those 5 for £5, and then he was trying to show me some of the other Transformers and they were all a lot more modern. I wasn't interested, but he had all these accessories. I'm not exactly sure which Transformers all those accessories go for. He wanted £1 for the handful. I think that it goes with this fella. I didn't buy this at the same Carboot sale, but I think this is the blokey, and my one doesn't have any accessories, so that was good. There was a lady at another Carboot who was selling board games for £1, so I got this Monopoly Duel Masters Special Edition. Doesn't seem to be worth a great deal, the Monopoly, but the Marvel Heroes chess set, that seems to go for some fairly decent money on the Evil Bay. She also had, well, this board game too, Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium, and this, which I thought was a sticker book, seeing as it says Panini, but when I open it up it's just completely empty. I think maybe it's like magnetic and you stick the magnets inside. I'm not sure, I don't know, but that was 50p, so that what we on 1, 2, 3, so that was £3.50. And then she wanted £5 for this big bag of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and some of them are new and unused decks. I haven't looked that one up. What's that called? Structure deck, Dragon's Roar. There's just tubs full of them. There's a few that are fake, but there always seems to be Yu-Gi-Oh, but there's a few that look like they might be half decent first editions. They might be worth about £3 each according to eBay. But as you know, all of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards go to my friend's kid who collects them. There was this little knockoff figure hiding in the bag too. He was really cool, really chuffed with him. And they also had this, which they only wanted 20p for, which I thought looked a little bit like Casper, and then it does this.
Can you make a spooky sound? Hi, I'm Casper. Can you make a spooky sound?
Maybe he just plays those two. He certainly looks spooky, but yeah, he has a very yellow face and a very dirty body. But I had something similar to this when I was a kid, and it didn't even last through my childhood, and this one's survived since 1971, which is a bit mental, but yeah, one Dirty Casper. So that was all the same seller. I was pretty chuffed with that. I spent about £8 and had all these cool board games and all the cards and that, so that was cool. Just randomly saw a big pile of posters. Thought, I'll have a look, see what the posters were, and they're this: Kurt Busiek, Rob Leftfield, the Young Bloods Year 1. Didn't think I can get it all in camera, but maybe that'll help. Nope, don't think so. Anyway, that's the poster. I asked him how much they were, and he said they were £1 each. So I said I'd get one for me and one for my friend. So I gave him £2, and he said, "Oh well, for £2 you can get 4." So I said, "Okay, well I'll take 4 then." And then when I was trying to pull my 4 out, I said, "You don't mind me taking mine from the middle where they're less damaged?" And he was like, "No, in fact, take any of the damaged ones and throw them away." And I was like, "Well, don't throw them away." And he was like, "No, I'll rip them up, pass them here." So I said to him, "No, they're not that badly damaged." And he had a big pile on the side, and then he had a pile in the box. And he went, "There you go, just take all those." So he ended up giving me like an extra 15 or something, which I think he thought were the damaged ones, but they weren't damaged, they were just on the top. So we ended up with 15 of those posters for £1. Bought this little fella for 50p. It was probably the only annoying thing of the whole Carboot, so it was a really good time. But I did see a box of action figures, and there was a little alien guy in there. There was like 2 boxes really. One was a shoebox, and the other was, well, another shoebox really. But the fella went over and said, "How much are your action figures?" And she said, "Oh, 50p each." And so I went, "Oh," and I picked up this alien one, and he went, "Excuse me mate, I've bought that." And I was like, "What?" And yeah, he was like, "So how much do you want for the box then?" And it's like, "Well, you haven't bought it, you're literally buying it out of my hand." Like, it's like, "No, I'm buying the whole box, mate, I'm buying the whole box." It's like, well, you clearly haven't finalised your transactions, sir. So, but I just couldn't be asked to argue, so I just picked this one up and gave her 50p and walked off. And he got the box for £2, but it only had that alien in it. The rest of it just looked like trash. So, hey ho. What else did we get today? This was 20p. He's like some creepy Rubik's Cube. It looks a bit like a mad ball. Took me a while and some help required to get him to look like this, but yeah, he was worth 20p I think. Bought this bootleg fella for £1. It's like some knockoff Darth Vader. Doesn't really look like he's worth £1. Makes some terrible poor noises. These were in a 20p box. Obviously some Marvel characters. I don't know who that is. He's a little bit battered, him. His nose has seen better days. Looks like he may have had wings or something as well. I don't know what character that one is. And then this guy who's quite clearly Gambit, and this dude who I just don't know at all. But they're beaters, but they're only 20p, so we'll put them in a job lot at some point, I'm sure. Got this big pile of pogs. There's loads more in the background, as you can see, with a load of slammers too. They were all £1. They also came with a load of badges in there. Most of the badges are just rubbish, like the choir boy badge and the sheriff badge. There's a Lego Club badge in there, that might be worth £1 alone. So yeah, that was a little bag of goodies there. And these are the books and DVDs from today. Got Batman, the animated series, volume 1. That was a 4-disc series, and that was 50p. Got Challenge of the GoBots for 10p. Danger Mice Annual for 20p. Another Danger Mouse Annual for 20p. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Annual for 20p. Pocahontas Annual for 20p. This Avengers Assemble comic book, which I thought that was the front cover. It turns out it wasn't. It's just missing the front cover, but it still has the poster and the story, so that was 10p. And this Avengers Universe Axis comic book was also 10p. I think it was £1 for this Transformers book. £1 for the Spider-Man annual as well. It's a bit of a shame because now I've just seen someone's written 20p inside it, so I probably paid more for it than the person who bought it, the charity shop or whatever. And then there's the nice Batman one. This was £1 as well. It was colourful. So we got all those books. What did we spend there? £1, £2, £3. Probably about £4, maybe £5. Something like that. Ugh. What else did we get? Aha! Well, we got this Impact board game. That was £1.50. That looks all good condition and almost complete, or if not completely complete. I happen to see this box sitting around. Asked the lady how much she wanted for all of it, and then I realised she was like a reseller, trader lady. She said it was £3 each, £3 for 3, sorry. And if I wanted it, then I could count them all up, pay for all of them, and then I'd get the box for free. So I said, well, could I just buy the box and a couple of them? See, 3 monsters for £1. So I bought the box for £2. Which is going to keep all my monsters of the pockets in, looking cool. And I also bought a few loose ones off of her. Bought this big chunky dinosaur, this little fella here who I didn't recognise so much, this guy here who I didn't recognise so much. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're rare or that I don't even already have them, I just didn't recognise them is all. It's like butterfly crossed with a bulldog. It's very strange. This sort of sea monster creature. A lot of them I looked at and I can go, oh yeah, I've got 100 of them. But the ones that I just thought, not sure I do have that one. I thought they were the ones worth probably picking up. And then 2 of these guys. Totem pole-y looking 2-headed fellas. Probably easy to see with this purple one. Yeah, it comes up much better in the light. But the one I was really chuffed about, a glow-in-the-dark one. I think it's probably the only glow-in-the-dark monster in the pocket. Monster in my pocket that I've got. So yeah, I was really chuffed to find them. So in the end, the 9 of those in the box ended up being £5. I was happy to pay that just for the cool artwork on the box. Got this Pokemon bag. Thought he was really cool. He was only £1. So yeah, I was really chuffed with that. And then the lady in my life bought me these 2 things, which I was very, very happy about. This bag full of mini Pokemon, and they're very, very small. There's a couple of minions in there too. The only ones I recognise from in there are the old school ones. So there's a Machop in there, there was a little Cloyster in there, and there was this Slowbro or Slowking in there. But she bought it because it had all of these cool shiny stickers in there. I'm sure these are obviously the rare ones from when they were selling them, so that was really cool. So she spent £1 on that, and it also had these, I don't know what that is, some sort of like slammer, like hollow Pokemon Tazos. Yeah, and these ones, which were the cards that came when you had the like fighting sets where you got the little plastic ones from. So that was really cool for £1. And then she even excelled herself with that, finding a boxed Gamechild for £1. Even came with its instructions in its original little packaging. So yeah, that was amazing that she found that for £1. I was well chuffed with that. Over the moon. Even sent Ashens a little message like, look what I got. And then everything else that you see at the back here, you might not be able to see all of it, I'll give it a little nudge that way. Everything else you see at the back there, this Barbie build and style luxury mansion mega box kit, this Nerf zombie strike hammer shotgun, this dinky dino Tamagotchi, the N-Strike Elite sort of handgun, Elite XO or Elite XD or something, this battle tank for Android and iPhone app bot toy, and also this 2003 model missing all of its wings of Darth Vader's TIE Fighter or something. There's a Lego Chimera lunch set at the back there. I might even move this a bit closer just so you can see, guys. Apologies for the camera if it's gonna get a little sickly, but there's a Lego Chimera set there, the battle tanks. There's Carboot here, and behind the Carboot there's another little tank bot, and then in the corner there's a minifigure collector's box from Lego, an Iron Man action figure, Bug Rocks Crayola kit, this Mighty Thor 3DS kit, 2 Hanna-Barbera colouring books, 2 Meta Calfreddy the card kits. There's a Gauge Parish there, and a bank and a shop there too. And then there's also this P11 Air Force amplified gaming stereo headset from Turtle Beach. For that entire job lot I ended up paying £40. The idea was some of these were going to be presents for people, some of them I'd probably sell on, but looking on eBay, I mean, some stuff, like I paid a tenner I think out of the £40 for the headsets, and they only really go for about a tenner anyway. But yeah, I think overall if I sold it all I'd make more than my 40 quid. Not a great deal more, but I would definitely make more off of it. It's just the time and the hassle, and some stuff I might give as presents and some stuff I'll just sell. So yeah, that was everything I got today, guys. It's just a fun day today really, and we ended up with a boxed Gamechild and a beautiful Monsters in My Pocket box with some beautiful 90s artwork on it. Some cool Pokemon stuff. So yeah, it was a good day. Really liked my little crazy bootleg fella there too. So yeah, it was a good Sunday. So that was it. That's car boot haul video done for this week. And if I'm lucky I might even catch up on last week's as well. You never know. Till next time, guys. Bye bye.